This is
your beige.
And you said I can make a goat noise.
In full view of the neighborhood because all of our windows are open.
No.
Why are all of my no's? I'm telling you the truth.
I'm telling you the truth.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
And we're back with another episode of At Our Place with Megan and Shrell. I'm Shrell.
And I'm Megan.
If you don't know, we are wives turned bandmates and now podcast hosts. And we live by the beach with our two dogs. And what are we up to these days, babe?
I think you summed it up pretty well. We're friggin' awesome is all you need to know. And so are you if you're listening to us.
You found us. Congratulations.
Yes, I'm so happy. I'm just like blown away whenever I see that a new person has listened to our podcast.
That sounds creepy. Like we can see them. Like we can pinpoint them.
What? Okay.
We can't. It's not that. It just shows us numbers and analytics.
It does. So we use Spotify for podcasters, and it does show us what country you guys are hanging out in.
Hey.
Yeah, I think there's some people from Canada and where else? I can't remember.
We've got England. We've got Germany, I do believe. We've got the Netherlands. We've got
it's so crazy.
Where else have we got? Denmark. That was cool.
Oh
yeah, we got a lot of fun places in Europe. So thank you guys.
Yeah, we see you, and we love it.
And of course, good old USA.
These United States of America. How are you doing, baby?
I'm good. I tried a new tea, so I'm pretty happy with it.
What's the tea?
It's like Bengal spice.
What's that taste like?
It tastes spicy, and it's kind of like that spicy herbal tea, but I don't know, it's just delicious. It tastes like fall. It tastes like autumn, and I love it.
Also, to that note, I wanted to say this is coming out after Thanksgiving. Ooh. So I hope that you all had an amazing Thanksgiving.
For all of you who celebrate it.
Yes. I always forget that. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. You grew up in the States, so of course.
So, okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanksgiving is just an American holiday.
Well, and then Canada, you guys borrowed it. So.
Wait. I don't understand what is Canadian Thanksgiving?
Canadian Thanksgiving is just their Thanksgiving. And I think it's November 1st. Don't come for me, guys, but I think it's like November 1st or 2nd. Yeah, it's just Thanksgiving, but they celebrate it too. So, and they celebrate it a different day than we do.
Oh, okay. All right. So, happy fall break, I guess, is what you might say.
Yeah.
And I hope you had a nice time with whoever you're hanging out with. I'm excited about our episode today. But,
I am too, but you know what I was thinking before? So, you know how like I get slightly frazzled and stressed as we're setting up?
No, I do. You're calm, cool.
You're trolling me right now.
You're calm, cool, and collected.
Guys, usually I get a little like frantic when we're setting things up for the podcast because there's like lights and little things and we got to get the dog situated. And so usually it's like 20 minutes of running around and me getting more stimulated and stressed. And today I lit some candles, put on some essential oils in the diffuser, and turn on some acoustic music.
It was the acoustic music.
So smooth.
What was the artist that we were just listening to?
Ben Howard.
Ben Howard. Thank you, Ben, for calming our minds while we put together this whole shindig.
Did you know that's an ADHD thing, though?
You mentioned that.
Yeah, it's like if there's you don't want it to be like overly stimulating, but if there's music or something else happening and not just silence while we're doing stuff, then I become more peaceful and my brain is like, I can breathe.
And I feel more peaceful too, but for you it's probably another level. And I realize now as you're saying that, this is probably why you don't love jazz music. a lot.
Because it doesn't make sense.
Because it's probably like making your brain just so.
It's like if my brain were a room, like a giant room, then it's a bouncy ball that's just let loose.
And that's like,
and it's like unpredictable and all over the place.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I love that. And I'm so glad that you put on that acoustic music. I was washing dishes and then I came to the living room and you were just like sitting in there with your tea and your music. And I was just, I don't think I've ever seen you do that. Maybe.
Just sit there with my tea and my music.
Yeah, it was just like, it was a little oasis in the living room. And here I was cleaning out the fridge.
You were frantic.
I wasn't frantic.
You looked frantic-y, and I decided I'm gonna make the living room peaceful while you're doing chaos in the kitchen.
Yes,
but I appreciate you cleaning out the fridge.
Thank you. I love that you found the music thing, because we're for sure gonna put on that music every time we have to do something slightly chaotic. I'm going to use that to my advantage.
Why? You're going to be like, let's do our taxes. Turn on the acoustic music.
Exactly. Time for our budget meeting.
Clean up the dog poop. Here we go.
Ew.
Shrill's most unpleasant tasks made more peaceful with acoustic music.
Yes.
So I'm pulling up a note that I had on my phone because while I was sitting in the living room in my little peaceful oasis and you were doing chaos in the kitchen, I thought, because our lives are like busy now and in January they just get even crazier after the holidays, so I thought, you know what makes home peaceful for me, because I had like this moment of like pure bliss and I realized, wait a second, there are things that genuinely make me feel absolute peace in our home, so why don't I just do those things? So want to hear my little list?
Yes, I would love to hear it.
So warmth. I don't like it when the house is like cold.
Me too. However, sometimes you think the house is warm and I say it's freezing.
Get hot flashes like your mom though, so you're like unpredictable. You're like freezing and then 2 seconds later you're like ripping off your sweater and your tits are out and you're like, it's so hot.
Okay, so it needs to be warm. What if it's too hot?
Well, then I just turn it down, but I don't panic about the heat like you do.
You panic about the cold.
I don't panic. I'm used to extreme cold and extreme heat. I was born in Arizona, but I grew up in Europe. So I'm just like even keeled. But I like it when our home is cozy warm.
Me too.
On the note of cozy, I like it when the candles are lit.
Yes.
I don't know what it does, but it's a vibe.
It creates like a steady, I don't know. I just love candles too.
Nice. I like it when the essential oils are in their diffuser and the house smells good. Because we have stinky boys, our dogs. Sometimes our dogs, they
just
roll around in dirt and fart.
Did you hear that? They're laying down in the living room and one of them just groaned at us when you said they smell bad.
Well, they do. So don't come for me. I like hot tea in a mug.
Like we have right now.
Warm to me.
Oh, these are like so fall vibes.
I know, but like I kind of want it like all the time.
Fall vibes all the time.
But also I would add to that like greenery, you know.
Oh, like plants. Yeah. I was talking about how I dislike having a plant on my desk because I think I'm killing it on accident, and also it's just a constant thing.
Didn't I give you that plant?
You did.
For what? For your birthday?
For something.
It's an orchid and it's dead. And she's been trying to bring it back to life for like a year.
Well, that's the thing, is it's like half alive, and so I feel like I should keep watering it and taking care of it. But when does it end? Like, when do I have to stop thinking about the plant? I don't know.
That's how plants are. They're living, breathing things.
I think you can take care of the plants if you want some more greenery in the house.
Okay, so you want me to take your orchid is what you're saying?
Maybe.
Can I buy some other things too?
Sure.
Okay, cool. I like acoustic music gently playing in the background.
Cool.
And I like the house to be clean and the dogs to be like peaceful.
Can you really control that one?
I can't control the dogs thing, but I will say Caius like will immediately fall asleep within 3 minutes when acoustic music is playing.
I don't know how we always forget this, but like sometimes when we play folklore in our car and we're going on a road trip, he falls asleep, and it's just a secret weapon that I keep forgetting about.
We should use that when we go travel for the holidays, because he whines nonstop when we travel and it drives me crazy.
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay.
All right.
I love all of that. Plus, we started doing this thing where before, I really like this routine we started.
What routine?
We've been doing it for the past few weeks, and essentially we will stay up all night to clean all the dishes.
You guys remember I told you a couple of weeks ago when Megan said, even if we have to stay up till 1 a.m., we're doing this.
So I'll do the dishes, and then Sherelle will clean all the counters in the kitchen and sweep the floors and make everything like super tidy. And then we'll wake up and things will be peaceful. So I'm really happy that we did that.
Well, you'll wake up and things will be peaceful. And then when I roll out of bed like 30 minutes later, I'm like, I'm sure it was nice for her.
Wow. What do I make dirty other than...
You make your breakfast. We'll get into it. We'll get into it in the episode, what you do. But you're just a little bit more chaos than you might think.
Okay. Last thing I want to say before we get into our topic, you guys, this is your sign.
For what?
This is your sign right now. Don't ignore me. If you haven't cleaned out your fridge in a couple weeks.
Oh my gosh, you're not their mom.
I'm just looking out for them. I'm looking out for our friends. And this is how I would talk me to me. So I'm like talking to myself here basically. If you haven't cleaned out your fridge in a couple weeks, do it. Or else it will get so disgusting.
Yeah, that is gross.
Okay, yeah. So
especially in time for the holidays, because there's always like leftovers.
Well, yeah, and Thanksgiving just happened, so you must have Thanksgiving leftovers, or you must have cooked a bunch of food, or maybe you went somewhere else and then you came home and you realized you forgot.
Just throw it out. If it looks ambiguous, toss it.
Just do it now. Like, let me save you the thing.
You're so weird.
Why am I so... Okay.
You're so passionate about the randomest thing.
I just wish I hadn't let it go so long.
I also wish that. And I put my foot down because I was like, this is Megan's chore. I do a lot of chores for her. I'm not doing that one.
That's... You do a lot of chores for me.
There's a chore chart. And there are many chores on that chart that I have taken over. There's two that I refuse. Cleaning the fridge out and picking up the dog poop.
Those are the most disgusting.
I know that you said you would do them, and I have so many other ones.
I did, and you especially, your brain cannot handle those nasty things.
Yes, it can. So I just don't want to.
Okay. Well, I think it's about time to get started here.
Okay, well, I did want to ask, did you enjoy Cambria?
Oh, yes, I did. So we went to go see our friend. Shout out to May. Her stage name is Maybe in Time. We went to go see her play some music from her new album, and such a beautiful voice and such fun songs. So I really enjoyed that.
And I met a man who was a Berklee College of Music alumni, so that was cool.
Oh yeah, he saw your sweatshirt and he was like, "You went to Berklee."
He was like, "Hey, were we in the same class?" And I was like, "Maybe." Like, when did you go? And he said in the 70s. I was like, no.
You're like, "No, sorry." But they all seemed really, really sweet. And after that, you said, "Hey, let's go to Cambria Pines Lodge."
We freaking love that place. Maybe we shouldn't tell them.
Maybe not.
Nah, you guys can know. We love Cambria Pines Lodge. It's one of our favorite places to escape to. So we were all the way out in Cambria, and we said, let's go walk around.
Yeah, so we walked around, and it was super peaceful, and they had a bunch of Christmas decorations up because they also do Christmas lights. Anyway, so we got to kind of sneak in and see all of that stuff. It was nice.
It was very peaceful. I enjoyed walking around there with you.
It was a good day.
There's like a secret garden there, and back in the day, years ago, when I don't even think I had the ring, but I was
Years
walking
ago.
around there.
It was like 2 years
3
ago.
years ago. We've been married for 2 years.
Okay.
So back in the day, like 3 years ago, when I was like trying to think about how I would propose to Megan, I fake proposed to her at Cambria Pines Lodge. Because they had like this beautiful secret garden with all these
I think you said
flowers
you were
and
like,
trails.
yeah, it was a beautiful moment, and I think you said, what if I propose to you right now? And I was like, no way. And you were like, okay, well, get ready. Like,
because I was like talking to her sister that day. I was like texting back and forth with Rachel. And I was like, well, why do you think I've been texting Rachel all day today?
Oh my.
I was like, oh.
You were like, there's a photographer over there. No, it was just a joke.
You got like a little panicky.
Did I?
I tested you a lot though. Like I tested you a lot to see where you were in the process of like, were you ready to be proposed to or not?
Was I ready? Okay. Yes.
So.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, it was nice to be back there.
Yeah, it was a nice peaceful little walk. It was just a beautiful day.
Anyway, what are we talking about today?
So now, to ruin our perfectly beautiful day, Sherelle and I wanted to do an episode about our beige flags for each other. Tons of people have already done this, but basically on TikTok, it's kind of like something that is not a green flag or red flag about your partner or just someone in general, but it's kind of quirky trait, and it makes you stop and think a little bit.
What is the difference between a beige flag and an orange flag?
I don't think orange flag is a thing.
Oh, somebody was saying something about an orange flag.
Well,
anyway.
maybe I just don't know about that.
Okay, so beige flag, it's like not bad, but weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not bad, not good, just like, makes you stop and
Were
think.
you able to find any on me? I doubt it.
Yes. We both came up with quite a few for each other, and I was super nervous.
Okay, but what's the rules? Because like I don't want to like cry or fight at the end of this.
I know, right? Wouldn't that be awful? We had such a great day, and then Sherelle roasted me on a podcast.
Hey.
So the rules are... Man, we're about to tell you guys our deepest
No, we're
secrets
not.
about each other.
Heck no. What?
The rules are nothing that would induce like deep shame or deep embarrassment. Nothing super like icky or gross. Not that there would be anything, but
I don't have an ick.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Okay, cool.
Why don't you start?
Me first?
I'm so nervous. Oh god.
Okay, we'll do it this way. You ready?
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Okay. Megan spills her frickin' water every single day. And you get stubborn about it, and it drives me crazy because I say, is that your gallon water? Is that your water bottle that you have to drink every single day? And you're like, yeah, maybe you should put a lid on it. And then you spill it. You spill it. When you're drinking it, you spill it. When you're filling it up, there's always a puddle on the floor and a puddle on the table because you're always spilling your water. So now I've just created a splash zone in my head of like, she's touching her water bottle. That's what's gonna get wet. All my things are over here, and I just wait for it.
Okay, I'll tell you a little bit more context.
Every day.
I can't. Okay.
And you know I'm not lying.
No. Okay. So here's what happens.
There's a process. Like what?
Okay. So we have these gallon jugs that we have every day for 75 hard, and we have to refill them every night. And so sometimes I'll take my gallon and I put it into my water bottle.
You don't stop and think maybe it's getting full. You just go until it spills everywhere.
Okay. The other thing that happens is I'm doing a workout or I'm doing something else, and I place my water bottle on the coffee table with no lid on.
And we have a fancy coffee table. We don't have a normal solid one.
Yeah, it kind of has like these weird little ridges.
It's decorative. It's not very practical.
Yeah, literally like things could fall through.
It looks nice. Anyway, the thing that falls through is your water bottle almost every
So
day.
sometimes you or one of the dog's butts hits my water bottle. Just, oh, whoops, I didn't see it.
You know
there.
what's funny is your
What?
water bottle comes with a lid, a very secure
But
one
that
that you
would take-
never use.
It would take time to put
I
it
know
on
what's
and off.
going in your stocking. I know what's going in stocking stuffer.
What?
A sippy lid.
Like a child.
No. No, the company makes a straw version.
Oh. Okay. All right. Let me do something about you.
Okay, what do you got? What do you got,
Oh,
Snowson?
man. I am wheezing over here. Okay. So the first one I have for you is when we first met,
Oh no.
something that
What?
caught me off
I
guard
don't like this already.
was when you said we were talking about your family, we were talking about how they have a farm, and we were talking about goats, and you said, I can make a goat noise.
I feel called out. That's rude.
You said, oh yeah, I can do that. And I was like, of course. Well, show me the goat noise.
I'm not showing them the goat
Please,
noise.
that you have to now that I said it.
You don't have to. You're the one who put
Babe,
that out
but-
there. This is bullying.
Just do it. Please, for the people.
Okay, can I teach you how to do it so you too?
No, I don't want to do it.
They can make the goat
Okay.
noise with me.
Yes, you can teach. And then when
This is gonna. I'm gonna be a meme. I don't want to be a meme.
luckily, hopefully, we're not big enough to become like a meme. So I think
let's
we're
go.
good.
There's only like 5 people listening.
No,
Guys, don't make me a meme.
There's more. There's more.
Okay, here we go.
We see you. Okay, we're ready.
Okay, so you have to grab. For those that are not watching and listening, I'm
Maybe you should watch the
explaining.
video on Spotify just for like 2
Oh my
seconds.
god, you better not put this on YouTube or TikTok.
It's gonna be on those things.
No.
Okay.
So you grab your bottom lip in the center, and you grab your top lip,
She can't talk anymore.
and then you stick your tongue out pointy, and you make your eyes large,
That's the part that caught me off guard.
and
too.
you have to say "mom" while you do it.
Okay.
Are you ready?
You're gonna freak our dogs out. Okay,
3,
ready.
2. No.
Oh my gosh.
No!
It looks way worse when it's from the side.
You have to do it from the side. It's amazing.
So yeah,
You've
imagine.
seen the goats. You know that that's what they look like and sound like.
But you're a human, and you're the person that we had vibes going.
I don't know why I thought that was impressive, but my entire family does the goat noise.
Oh, it
Mo
just,
does it
you know-
better. My little sister does it better than I do.
So your whole family does this
We can all
weird
do
thing.
it. Yep.
Oh,
Mo and I are the best. Mo's the absolute best, though. Well,
Shout
it
out-
worked.
Shout out to your little sis.
It's a mating call, and it worked.
I was like not agreeing.
I haven't done that in years.
You've done it multiple times through it, maybe like once a year.
The annual goat noise.
Yep. So there's my beige
Okay,
flag for you.
I got another one for you.
Oh boy.
Okay. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You bang spoons around when you cook. It's always, and I have in parentheses, bang, bang, bang. You do that to clean off anything.
Okay.
It's ridiculous. You're so loud in the kitchen. You're so loud. You don't have to like beat things to cook.
You know what I realized is that it takes forever. So imagine you have a spoon that has yogurt on it and you don't need any more yogurt, but you're not like about to clean up a gazillion little, you're not about to clean off a huge thing of yogurt in the sink, blah, blah, blah. Basically, you want it to go back into the container. You're not going to go tap, 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 tap. That would take forever.
You don't have to bang anything. You don't have to.
You're like, wait a second, I do.
I think it's because you're a drummer. I think it's because you were on drumline and you're just naturally just loud and you hit things.
No, I'm actually not naturally loud.
You are
Believe
in the
it or
kitchen,
not.
though.
Because I've learned it's like ripping off a band-aid. If you do it really, really slow, it'll take forever and you're just trying to be dainty. And I'm like, whatever, bang, 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 stuff is in the container. We're good. like
You're
confidence.
so loud. On the rare occasion where you cook for me, I sit there and I'm watching you cook and I'm trying to enjoy it, but you're so loud. It's like that scene from High School Musical 2.
Oh no.
Where you're just smashing things around.
In the kitchen.
Yes.
What's that song?
I don't know.
Summertime.
Work
Wait.
something. Work
We
it
got
out.
to work. Ding, 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 ding.
Okay, what's another beige flag?
Okay, all right. Here's a quick one that I have is you're obsessed with gas station coffee.
It's delicious. It's
Here we
amazing.
go. Like, okay, you used to be a barista.
Uh-huh.
You have the highest standards for coffee, and I don't understand. Like, isn't gas station coffee just
You hit a point.
bad coffee?
No. And how dare you?
Okay.
It's like so if I'm like in the mood for like a latte or something, then obviously I'm going to go to a local coffee shop or make it at home. But when we're on the road, I've already decided that it's going to be like lower standard coffee.
But there's like Starbucks and other things, like there's.
I know, but like you're already getting gas, so go in and get a coffee. But the thing that I like about it is that they have every single flavor of creamer you could possibly imagine. And they have all these like fancy style like Mediterranean beans. They have like all of these like
They try
want to
really
be
hard.
fancy but not actually fancy. And sometimes they have like 12 different kinds of
So-
coffee.
Okay, so do you actually when you get a coffee, do you actually like the taste?
Yeah, but I use the creamers.
See, this is like, I feel like this is a perfect beige flag because it's not good, it's not bad, it's just like made me think a little bit. Like
It's because of the creamer. Watch, you'll go in there. You've never done it.
I've gotten gas station coffee before.
Did you get creamer?
Probably.
That's the thing. They have every single flavor. It's amazing.
Again, obsessed. Oh my gosh, that's
Sorry.
hilarious. I
I'm
love
not.
that.
I'll take that. I'm not ashamed of that. Okay, you ready for yours?
Mm-hmm.
When driving, you brake either a mile early or you don't brake at all. It's always all or nothing.
A mile early. That's a bit
You
much.
brake so early, and I feel bad for pointing it out because I know you've been in an accident before.
Oh, like when I kind of like
When there's a stop sign and you're like coming up to the stop, you'll like freak out and brake early. And I'm like bracing myself to then coast for half a mile
No,
to the
okay.
stop. Or you'll just kind of like not stop at all and roll on through.
yeah. I don't know what to say.
Because no lies were told.
I know what you're talking about because sometimes when it's dark and when we're driving and when there's a lot of people on the road and everybody has their lights on, my brain freaks out and thinks that everybody has their brakes on. So I'll like do a quick break because I think that there's like traffic ahead. I think that's one of my
And I'm
fears.
like, why is she breaking out of nowhere?
And I think that is because I did get into an accident. But
Well, you have like PTSD
I
on
don't
the
know.
road.
I don't know. But in terms of stop signs, I am either really, really good and like do the smooth break
I've
in,
never seen you do
or
a smooth break.
or I'm a little bit after the line.
You're like, your back wheels are like halfway touching the
No.
line. It's bad. And then if I
No.
point it out,
No,
then
wait.
she's like, I already know that I did that. You don't have to say anything.
Yeah, I'm like, I already know that I messed up. Like, I already know that.
You're like, you can't tell me nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let me do one about you. Okay, this is something that is neither good nor bad. Your favorite movie is A Walk to Remember.
Why do you have to tell people that?
Do you want me to cut this out?
No.
Okay. Yeah, it just kind of caught
It's
me off
one
guard.
of them, yeah. Probably my favorite.
You love Mandy Moore. You love
She's
that.
hot.
Oh my gosh. And when she sings that song, you're like, oh my gosh, it's the most
Look,
beautiful
I
song in
clearly
the
have a type.
beautiful singer. Yeah. And in the movie, she's like singing at
She's
a bar.
like
and then
moody weird girl, and I married moody weird girl.
Oh my gosh. You basically just compared me to Mandy Moore, and I'm not upset about it. but yeah, I wouldn't have expected that. It's just such a like.
It's because it's a movie where they're both hot, and it's like weird girl is actually hot girl, and it's
weird girl is actually hot girl. Oh my gosh. And it's beautiful.
It is. And also it's sad. It's like devastatingly sad, and I love that. Plus, when I was in high school, I read the books.
Oh, okay.
And it's like books.
Wait, the
amazing.
books plural? Wait.
I think there's like at least 2.
Oh, wait, who? Isn't it like a Nicholas Sparks?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's like more to the story than what is heard or what seen on the.
Okay, that's probably good to know. But yeah, I love that fun fact about you.
Well, thank you for putting me on blast. I like to make everyone think I'm a little bit more badass than that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I love those. I love that movie. It's a great one.
Yeah, it just like shows
and the soundtrack is good. Anyway.
See, every time I say something, you're just proving my point more, where you're like, the soundtrack was amazing and I read both of the books. What? There's 2 books? Yes.
I think there's 2. Either that or it's a very long first book.
Well, I love it. It like shows that you have a soft side and like a really, really soft side, like, and walk to remember soft side.
I'm okay with that. I'm not embarrassed or ashamed. I was for a second, but I'm embracing it. I'm embracing the fact that you guys know that about me. Thank you, babe.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, that's very personal information. Okay, you ready for yours?
Yes.
Okay, this is one of my favorite ones.
Okay. Oh, I'm scared. Okay.
You're the weirdest person I've ever met, just so you know.
I thought that was the
no.
thing. I was like, okay.
So you throw your hands in the air and shout, "Meeting is over," every single time you end a Zoom call. Every single time. And sometimes I'm like pausing, like, is the camera still on? How does she know she ended it before she did that?
That's the thing is, okay.
You have to do it for the people.
Okay. So I work from home half of the time. And when I'm at home, I tell Sherelle, okay, I'm going into a meeting. I'm going in.
Why do you do that, by the way?
I do it so that you're just like aware of what's going on.
So I don't walk around behind you with my pants off. Because that's what I think you're telling me.
No, it's because I have my like virtual background on, like a professional person, and I just want to let you know so that you're not like, hey babe, did you start yet? Hey, what did it like? I've
never done that, but okay, yeah.
Whatever. Okay, so I tell you just to let you know, because this is our shared home and we have very small space, so I just want you to know what's going on.
I appreciate that.
And then meetings happening, and then I get so excited when it's over because
you do it with everybody, even when you're freelancing.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I think it's because I'm like, just want to declare it. I don't know. I'll triple check. I don't even know how this developed. I'll triple check that the meeting is over. No cameras, no nothing. Then I go, the meeting is over.
Every single time.
I'm done.
And then you usually like grab at your clothes and say, it's hot. And then you clean up whatever little snacks you had on your desk. You walk to the kitchen and you get more snacks. And then you walk back to your desk. And it's your routine every meeting.
I get so hot during my Zoom meetings. Like I have a comfy sweater on, and then somewhere between start and end of a Zoom meeting, I get so hot. I'm like,
I cannot wait for your boss to say, Megan, your camera's still on. No. So yeah, I want to tell you that the meeting's over, and then I think it escalated over time to me declaring. You're just shouting and declaring
and then
to
I
the room.
Strip off
it's over.
And I strip off my jacket, and then I run to the kitchen for snacks. So yeah,
that's a beige flag. It's not bad. It's just funny.
Thank you for that. Yeah, I genuinely hope that if any of my coworkers are ever listening to our podcast, then it's this episode.
I want you guys to know what she does.
Yeah, so. And then tell me that you listen to it. I dare you.
Confront her.
I dare you. Okay.
How many do you have of
I have
me?
a lot for you.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, here's one. Okay, this is my favorite one. You try to convince me of things for no reason.
What are you talking about? What are
Right
you
now,
talking about?
Okay, for example, we're laying on the bed and you say, we're cuddling, we're being super cute. It's always during... You know what I'm talking about. So we're laying on the bed, cuddling, super cute in the middle of the day, and then you start shaking. You start shaking.
I don't know why I'm like this.
Okay, shh. Let me tell. You start shaking your whole body.
Whatever.
Let me tell the story. Let me tell the story. Okay, so you're shaking your whole body, and you're like, "Whoa, babe!"
Because we're having sex.
No, that would be really unpleasant if it's the way that I'm showing the camera right now. So you're shaking your whole body. You go, "Whoa, babe! Earthquake! What? Earthquake!" And you push your hands on the bed. And you're like, "Whoa! Do you feel that? Do you feel that?" And then you're like, "I'm like, babe, stop." I'm like, "Babe, no, stop." And you're like, "Oh my gosh." And you amp it up. You get on top of me, like you're like shielding me almost. You're like, "Let me shield you from the earthquake." And then you're bouncing the bed even harder. And I'm like, "Babe, if there's an earthquake, why am I still and you're the only one shaking, but you're on top of me?"
We're both shaking. That's the thing. The bed is shaking.
Because you're shaking it. Okay, so for like 10 minutes, you tried to convince me that there was an earthquake, but there was none.
The thing is, I don't know why I do that.
I don't know.
I just do
it's
that.
It's probably ADHD.
Probably happens like
honest.
Once a day, where I just try to convince you of something completely stupid.
I think you try to control yourself a lot of the time, but sometimes you have impulses that you're like, "I'm not going to control this one."
Why should I?
This is the one.
Funny.
Here's another example.
What? There's more examples.
Here's another. Sometimes when we're again, sometimes when we're just chilling in bed, hanging out.
Podcast over.
You don't have veto power.
Oh God, just go. What is it? What do I do?
It's not that bad. So we're just cuddling, hanging out, and I say, "Oh, I really got to go work out, or really got to do something." Mm-hmm. And I get out of bed, and you say, Wait. I forgot to tell you something. Wait, I have to tell you something. And then I'm like, "What again?" And you're like, "Okay, just come here. I have to tell you something. Just come closer." And I'm like,
I sound like the most annoying pain in the ass.
I love you. That's the thing. These are the things that I really love about you.
I don't have anything that I have to tell you.
That's what I'm saying. Is you try to convince me for so long, so many times. You say, I know, babe, I have to tell you something, babe, and you have to come here, close to me here.
Yeah, and then I snatch you and put you back in bed where you belong.
And then I say, "What is it, Sherelle? What is it?" And you say, "It's so I had to tell you that and it's like you have nothing to tell me." So that's hilarious. I'll tell you one more example.
What? How do you have these minutes? What? Go for it.
Just because it's so funny. 2 more examples. So
2 more. You said 1 more. Okay,
one time you tried to convince me that you couldn't lift a backpack.
That was hilarious. I'm not sorry about that.
You tried to convince me
I've done it with Amazon boxes too. Keep going.
You tried to convince me that you couldn't lift a backpack onto the top shelf of our closet. You were like, "Babe, oh my gosh, babe." And you were like struggling to lift this backpack that wasn't that heavy. And I was like,
"You didn't know that."
You tried to convince me that something was wrong with you, like you were so weak, or like the backpack was too heavy.
It was convincing. You fell for it.
And you twisted your body to show that the bag was heavy on one side and not the other. And you were like, "Oh my gosh." And you would fall back. And then I was like, "Okay, like I'll come help you." I took the bag and I put it on the top shelf, and you were like dying laughing. And you were like, "I was joking." Okay, last example, I promise.
No more.
Last one, I promise.
Oh my god.
So, for no reason at all, no reason, You said we were laying down, hanging out in bed. It's always in like a cute moment, and then you decide to do something like this. You said, okay, and this was just a few days ago. You said, oh, by the way, when I was checking the car, I checked the maintenance required light.
This was funny.
I checked the maintenance required.
I do all the maintenance work on our cars. Megan has almost never done anything for our car.
Okay. I let you function in your strengths. So you said I checked the maintenance required light, and it said we were because the light had been on for a while. Wait, you want to say it?
I told her we were out of blinker fluid.
Yeah. So she said, just totally normal tone. Oh yeah, and it said we were super out of blinker fluid. And so I went ahead and I got like the smallest one from the store, and I filled it up, but it was like the smallest one, so just be careful and
don't waste the blinks.
You said on the package it's good for 5,000 You said it's good for 5,000 blinks. Oh my gosh. And I was like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Why would it tell you in terms of blinks? Like, what are you going to count? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
So I said, just make sure you only turn your blinker on when you're at the light. Don't coast and turn it on.
Yeah. And then at the end of this whole long thing, she said, babe, there's no such thing as blinker fluid. I made that whole thing up, and I was like, why?
Because I thought it was funny because you don't know anything about cars.
I do know some things about cars, but
Not
for
that.
the way you said it in a way, because some things you know that I don't know, and you just tell me about it, and I'm like, okay. So
I like to lie to you. It's funny.
There was
but
nothing.
I like to lie to you about inconsequential, stupid things.
Oh my gosh. And I was like, did you even check what the maintenance required light was for? You said, no. Oh my gosh.
I should have after all that.
Whew.
That's
that was
funny.
a lot. That was hilarious.
Wow, you roasted me for like 20 minutes.
Yep. And it is part of the reason why I dearly love you, because I never know what to expect next, but it's oh so ridiculous sometimes, and it makes me just like, what the heck?
I can't actually prank you because you will burst into tears. I know this because I've done it.
Yes, that's true.
But I can like mess with you in little ways. So.
Yep.
And I used to mess with my siblings, and we used to do really mean pranks to each other and stuff. So now that I'm married to you, it just kind of like, this is the polite version.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I'm ready.
Okay. Megan snacks so freaking hard.
Oh.
Because I'll buy a snack. I'll buy snacks for the week. I'll go shopping for like an hour. I'll come home with like a bounty of food.
No. Before this, you say, I don't know why we never get snacks. I don't know why we don't have snacks. I'm going to get a ton of snacks. Okay, continue.
So then I go and I spend $97 on snacks, and I come home and I'm like, this is going to last us for the next 7 days at least. This is going to be great. But okay. I'm just going to buy more, and then you can have them for your lunch every day.
Yeah, exactly. We don't have enough snacks.
Oh my gosh, I buy so many. I drop $100 on snacks alone.
A worthy cause. I'm gonna go into you again.
Of course you are.
And I think we're running out of time, so I'll try to go fast. You quote Hamilton constantly.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
How does a bastard orphan son of a whore and a Scotsman trapped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the
okay, wrap it up.
It's so rude.
But like,
who doesn't quote Hamilton?
That is true. But I will say, any road trip we can turn on Hamilton, and it's like, it's go time. We're good. Like, oh my gosh. If you are not watching the video, Cheryl just dabbed back and forth to the beat.
As soon as it gets to the dun 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 dun, dun, like I'm awake for any road trip. That's why it's like, okay, driving. I'm falling asleep. Hit it, Hamilton. Now I got this.
Hit it, girls.
And then I will just nonstop quote the entire soundtrack until we reach our destination.
Which I love because I also love Hamilton, but you are next level.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So, I mean...
Get to my level.
I mean, beige flag is supposed to be not green or red flag.
I would say that's definitely a green.
I feel like it's a little bit...
That's very bright green.
Hinting at the green.
Evergreen. That is forest green. That is... What are the other types of greens?
Okay. Lime green.
It is bright green, people.
Neon.
Okay, well, let me get to you.
Oh, no.
You use this specific baby type voice.
What?
And your sister can confirm this.
What?
But when you want something done, you go... and you sigh. You always sigh, and you look off to the side, and you go, I wish I had my special thing.
I do not do
and then
that.
you just kind of like let it linger there in the air until I say, do you want me to get it for you?
I do not.
Babe, will you get my thing? That's what you do. You do it. You do it to Rachel too.
I don't remember the last time I did that. To be fair,
Rachel and I know. It was the last time we were all together at your parents' house.
What?
You were like, Rachel, can you get me some?
See, I ask. I don't just say, oh, I wish I had something.
You go, oh, I'm hungry. Rachel.
Oh, okay.
You do. You can't deny it.
I, next time I do
It's
it.
always in a whiny voice. It's like, why don't you just ask clearly?
Hey, babe, get me the snacks.
Ew.
Stat.
You can get your own snacks if you ever do that.
See? You like it. You like when I'm like, babe, please, can you get me the thing?
Oh my gosh.
Sorry if you don't like it.
You are using it. You're
what?
You know you can get your way, and it's annoying.
Babe.
Stop.
She's hitting me with the note card. Okay, here's one for you. You will do magic tricks on the dogs for hours.
That's a green flag.
But it kind of is like...
It's amazing.
Like, I never have seen anybody be like this. You have a giant... It's similar to how you like to trick me with things. But when I say, hey, babe, stop teasing me, stop doing this stuff to me, go play with the dogs, I literally will tell you to go play with the dogs. I can't wait
till we have kids because I'm going to do it to them too. It's just like when you play like a game with a baby and they're just so astonished every single time. That's how the dogs are. So it's hilarious.
So we have 2 Australian Shepherds. They're super adorable and they're very personable and very attentive. And Sherelle will take a blanket and hold it up high, hold it up so that her whole body,
disappearing act,
so that her whole body is covered. She wiggles the blanket back and forth. She shows her face. She wiggles the blanket, shows her face, wiggles it, and then she drops it and dashes to the next room. And the dogs chase her all frantic, and they're all like, "Whoa!"
I've come up with so many magic tricks. I should do a whole magic show for the dogs.
Oh yeah, and then the other night I went to bed. And I could kind of hear Sherelle playing around with the dogs. And then the next day she disclosed to me that she was playing with the dogs for 2 hours.
What's wrong with that? There are dogs. It's a green flag.
It is one of the things that I love about you, to be honest.
Well, I love the dogs. They're hilarious and they're so gullible.
You're hilarious.
And they're impressed
they're so
with
gullible?
They're gullible and astonished and impressed with everything I do.
Oh my gosh.
Which is the exact audience I like to be in front of.
Yeah, and when it's like, oh, this joke isn't working on Megan, I
gotta take my material to the dogs. To work on them.
Basically. So there's mine.
I mean, they know comedy gold when they see it, so.
Oh my god. Okay. Sherelle's ideal audiences for her magic tricks: dogs and babies.
Dogs and kids.
Oh my.
Okay, here's yours. You want to kill me.
What?
Death via slippers.
What are you talking about?
You leave your freaking shoes in the door frame of every single room all at all hours.
No,
Yes,
no,
you
no,
do.
no, no.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because you go to bed before I do. And so I'm trying to sneak into the room and be all quiet. And guess what? I trip. And then I hit myself on your drawer that's open. I trip on your slippers and go catch myself, then stub my toe on your drawer that's open. And I'm like, shit.
I think this
All
is
while I'm trying to be quiet.
I don't think this is a beige flag.
Okay,
I think
let's
this
see where
is
your slippers are right now, shall we?
They're on my feet. They are on my feet.
You just kick off your shoes and leave them like
Yeah.
in the doorway of things.
No.
Yes, you do. You did I or did I not catch you doing this today?
Okay, that's the thing. Is I slip them off for a little while, but before the end of the day,
no.
I put them on the shoe rack where they're supposed to be.
That's a
And
blatant lie.
occasionally,
You're lying to our friends.
No, you guys, I'm
You
telling you the
guys,
truth.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm telling you the truth.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
It's so rude.
No, I'm not. Okay.
Maybe
moving on.
admit to what you do.
I'll
You
say-
can't just say moving on. You can't just say you're lying. Moving on.
Sometimes I will leave my shoes out of place, but it's not normal. And sometimes I leave them in the laundry room on the floor, even though I know that's not where they're supposed to go. Because
Okay, then here's another one. Since you're saying that one's not true, you get butt ass naked, and then you do it in full view of the neighborhood because all of our windows are open.
no.
Why are all of my no-no-nos?
Because I
Baby, how many times a week do you get naked in front of the windows?
I don't do it on purpose. Sometimes I just accidentally do it of like, oh, I gotta change into my clothes, and I don't realize that the blinds the width of like 3 bedrooms. That's what we're talking here. To the
No,
window
our
across
house is
the
small.
house.
Our house is so small, guys.
Okay. Well, the window all the way on the other side of the house where nobody could probably see me
That's not true.
is slightly open.
You will
and I
get
just
dressed.
noticed-
You will get dressed in a room with the blinds open, with our light on, and the whole neighborhood dark.
Okay, that is something I've grown out of. I haven't done
As
that.
of last week.
No, I haven't done that recently. Okay,
Here's
honey.
a 2-for-1 special.
Mm.
You can't say no, moving on. You can't do that just because you don't like what I'm saying.
I think you're amplifying something that might have happened a few times.
I think that you're not admitting to the truth, but go on with your beige flag.
That's a giant allegation.
And I stand by it.
Okay, well, I am conscious of the windows, okay? And I'm gonna say something about you.
What do I do? And this has to be a one thing. You can't have like a 1A, 1B, 1C.
Okay, I'll do one more for you. So the last one I have for you is that it's similar to the other ones. So just hear me out. But basically, I'll be laying on the bed, and this happens at least once every couple weeks, you guys. Sherelle will throw herself on top of me and say,
I'm not sorry.
she'll literally throw herself on top of my body and say, I'm a log, you're in a fire, go.
I want to make sure you're prepared, and you haven't been so far.
Yeah, because I lay still and I say, babe, get off of me. And I roll around and I'm like, this is too much work.
Emergency situations for too long. I need you to be prepared for when there's a fire and a beam falls on you. And
Yeah, but have you seen a log fall right on top of somebody?
Not me, no. But what if that happens to you?
There's a lot of what ifs you can prepare for.
Well,
but
then I'll get going on all of them. But this
No.
is what I have so far.
No. But yeah, that's my last one for you. It's
Well, I would just like to say it'd be nice to see you put forth some effort.
I do, okay, that's the thing. The first time you did it to me, I was like, oh my gosh, this is hilarious. And then I was like, oh, haha. And I tried to push you off me. And I was like really trying. But then it's like, okay, second time you did it, I'm like, ugh, I hear this again. Third time you did it, okay, this is a regular occurrence. And now it's just like, babe, I'm not even gonna try. Just get off of me. La 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 la.
And then I say, you're burning to death. You're burning. The logs catch fire. You're burning. How are you gonna get out? How are you gonna get out?
Oh my god.
You said, I'll reach for my phone. I said, your phone doesn't work.
Yeah. Yeah. I literally had my phone on my bedside table, and I said, if this was a situation, I would reach for my phone and call 911. And you were like, what if your phone doesn't work? And I'm pretty sure one time you grabbed my phone and threw it across the room.
Probably. And I'm not sorry. There's a beam right above our bed. I'm like, well, if there's an earthquake or a fire or something, that's going to fall. You need to be prepared for it.
Yeah, and I would probably scream, and the neighbors would call 911 and be like, there's a crazy lady screaming across the street. It seems like something pretty bad's happening. Also, the house is on fire. I think you should send the fire department. That is what would happen. Not.
You'd already be dead, though.
No, I wouldn't. That's
You'd have a broken hip, and your hair would be on fire.
Well, I hope not. I hope that never happens.
As well. That's why I'm trying to prepare you. Doing my best.
Yeah, but if that actually happens, I'll be in fight, flight, freeze, whatever mode, and I'll have to figure things out. But like when you do that,
you freeze. I already know. I've seen you in emergency situations. So I'm trying to prepare you.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna step it up a notch. That's what I'm gonna do.
No, that's the thing is when you do it, there's no adrenaline. It's just, oh, here goes my wife again. Like it's nothing. Like it's not helpful.
Whatever.
And
so far, you don't know if it's actually helpful because you haven't been in the situation.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Saved your life. You're welcome.
If that ever happens to me, God forbid, if I'm laying down in our home and you are if you are somewhere else, which you never are, but if you're somewhere else
what if
and
I'm working
here,
a night shift.
I don't know. Okay, so anyway, if this happens to me, then what would go through my mind is, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I can't believe Sherelle did that so many times.
To prepare you, you're welcome.
And then I would be so annoyed at you still for doing it so many times because I would be like, that's so dumb. Nothing would have prepared me for this right now.
You don't know it till you're in it.
Oh my God. That's my last one for you.
Okay, here's my last one for you. This
Okay.
is similar to the shoes thing.
Oh no.
And this kind of like ties into some other stuff you used to do when we were like dating.
Okay.
But you like booby trap the house with things that can spill.
So this is similar to the water thing.
Yes, this is like you when you get the dog's water, you just place it in a doorway or behind a chair that I would usually sit in. You used to take like glasses of wine that you didn't finish and you used to stick the whole glass.
I did that one time.
No, you used to do this multiple times. You did it another time and I broke the glass. So you stopped doing it. But you used to do this all the time and you still do the water thing. You just set things places where they could be knocked over and you just kind of like booby trap the house. I feel like you set me up for failure. That's what I feel like.
Well, I never want to set you up for failure.
Give me the reason why I'm wrong. Give me the reason why it's okay.
There's no reason.
You've done it for 8 times now. Of like, no, I don't really do that.
Because
you're wrong.
That's because
Here she goes. That's because blah, blah, blah. You're just going to make another excuse.
I'm going to stonewall.
You haven't owned a single one of these things.
Yes, I have.
What have you owned?
I've owned that sometimes I leave my shoes somewhere they're not supposed to be.
This is your other beige flag.
You're calling... Okay, this is my...
This is your beige flag.
This is my...
No, this is your beige flag.
Stop pointing your finger. Okay, this is my red flag for you.
This is my red flag for you.
Your beige flags are red flags. You are just like annoyed at me for everything.
Wait, they're not red flags, baby. They're beige flags.
I just feel like you're using this as an opportunity because beige flags are supposed to be not good and not bad, but all like a few things you've said about me are like, this is really terrible.
I feel like maybe you're just being sensitive.
Okay. No, to be fair, I am like pretty tired, so
No,
I'll give you that.
They're beige flags. They're not
Okay,
like things that make me like angry.
I will.
They're things that I'm like, why does she think this way? That's why they're beige flags.
So if you want to understand me more,
here's the excuse. Thank you, Megan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys don't care.
Yeah, tell us why you do that. I genuinely want to know.
No, they
What's
don't
the
care.
reason? I care. I do. What's the reason?
The reason?
Why do you booby trap the house?
Well, it's not intentional. That's why.
Shit, Sherlock.
That's my excuse.
That's the excuse. It's not. I didn't do it on purpose.
It's not my intention to put things where they're not supposed to be, and I'm sure
it's not supposed to be. It just doesn't make sense where you put it.
We have a very small house, and there's very little places for anything. So sometimes I have a hard time, and I put things in random places.
Wherever you want, you just put them places, and you're like, I don't know how that. You don't think this is how it's gonna affect the next person, which is me, because I'm the only other person who lives there.
There, like we're not at our place right now.
So next time you guys come over, just be aware that there will be shoes and glasses of water everywhere.
Okay. You said I don't own anything. I will say I have recently been spilling my water everywhere.
Recently, you've just been noticing. You do this every day.
I will literally
every day of 75 hours.
I will have a jug in one hand, a water bottle in one hand, and I'll be filling it up, and then it will overflow.
It's the noise that you make after you do it. Like you're surprised every single time. You're surprised and frustrated that it happened again.
I'm like, dang it. So I will own that one. Alrighty, babe. That was hilarious.
That was fun.
That was actually really fun.
Are your feelings hurt? Are you okay? Because I can see your face getting a little red. I can see your fist clenching under the table. No. She's getting so mad.
No, I'm good. I think just sometimes you exaggerate.
I do not. I do not.
Right. Okay.
Don't you think on your list you've exaggerated a thing or two?
I didn't have anything that was like, oh, I don't like that you do this. Maybe change it.
I never said change. I just said you think a certain way.
Okay. All right. So you're going to forgive me if I leave my shoes.
Baby, I've been with you for 4.5 years. Yes. I've just gotten used to it at this point.
All right.
Thanks for embarrassing me.
I liked it. I liked this episode.
We're never doing this again. In fact, we might not even air this.
Let's do it again. Do it again. When we think of more things.
You just like telling everybody what's embarrassing about me.
It's not embarrassing. Not good, not bad.
Yours are not good or bad. They're just how you think.
Your face.
What?
Okay.
Well, thank you for coming over to our place. Yeah. We're weird. Thanks for sitting through it.
Yeah, thanks for being weird with us. Oh my gosh, I want to ask on the Spotify Q&A, what do you think is your beige flag?
What's or your maybe beige flag? Or your beige flag?
It's your beige flag. Your beige flag.
Your beige flag.
Okay, that's enough.
Yours or your beige flag?
Stop trying to say it.
Yours or your beige flag. Hear it here first, folks. Got it. I've been trying for months and I got it.
Trying what for months?
I know you wanted me to do it again.
Yeah.
Hear it here first, folks.
Being able to say that without messing up the word.
Say it.
You heard it here first, folks.
Heard it here first, folks. That's not hear it here first, folks.
Okay.
Say it. Just say it.
So we're all going to be excited that Sherelle finished saying that.
I've been trying to say it for. Lico hates our podcast.
Yeah, she's been trying to say that phrase for a long time, and she always says it hurts.
Shut up. It's so rude. I'm so tired of getting trolled. Okay, everybody leave. Podcast over. Everyone go home.
You say
We're
that every
done.
time, but that sounds so rude. We invited them over.
No, but everyone's trolling me.
Everyone, isn't just me. She's putting on her hood. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for coming
over. My face would be red right now.
Poor honey. Poor Sherelle. Well, we're going to go cuddle to make up for all of this. And thank you for coming to our place. Leave a 5-star review if you love us. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
You're so mean to me.
No.
You're so mean to me.
I love you.